You're not happy to do this.
I'm ready to do this.
Happy New Year, everyone.
We are finally approaching the big day. We're about 148 days out. So we just wanted to take a moment to make a video answering some of the questions that everyone has been having about our big day. Question number 1. How much will my stay cost?
So pretty much it breaks down to, if you were to think of like a double occupancy room, so 2 people per room is $350, but when you break it down, it is about $175 per person.
Per night?
Yeah, per night. If you have 3 people per room, then it's $158 per person per night. Singles, it's $311.
So if you got up to 3 people in your room, then you can save more money.
And also though, like in that price, it's all inclusive. So it's an adult only all inclusive resort. So that's food, drinks, alcoholic drinks, and that's like unlimited.
You basically won't have to pull your wallet out ever again unless you want to tip someone or if you want some premium services.
Tips are included.
Oh, tips are included? Tips
are included. So the only time you would have to is if you want to golf, which there's also a 20% discount with our code for the golf resort, and then there's a steakhouse on site. Also, Pueblo has different sister resorts that there's a free shuttle to any of the resorts.
But you can still tip though. Because I read somewhere that tip, even if you tip, it kind of makes whoever's serving you just kind of, favor you over someone who's not tipping. So it's it's not required, but having a few dollars on hand for an extra tip may go a long way. Question number 2. How early can I book my flight and how do I book my flight?
So you can book your flight starting now. I suggest if you have any airline miles, I would see if you can use those. That's what we did and it helped out a lot. Also, it might not be a bad idea to look at one-ways and flying different airlines. Sometimes that can be cheaper to fly, say, down there on Delta and back on American.
Some other options that could possibly help you depending on how you like to travel and where you're coming from are skip lag. Skip lag is something that can give you a different destination, but you hop off. That one's very tricky to use, especially if you're trying to have luggage. You can only really use it with a carry-on, but some of y'all might pack light. Another app that's really convenient to use is Skyscanner. There's some other ones as well, but Skyscanner can set alerts to certain flights or certain destinations so that you can get an alert whenever a price drops or goes up and find the best time for you to purchase your flights. Question number 3. Do I need a passport and how do I go about getting a passport?
You will need a passport. Passports right now are, for the passport book, $130, but you will need traveling air to Mexico. Right now it's taking about 8 to 11 weeks. That's after they get your application. If you have to expedite it, that takes about 5 to 7 weeks, but it's an extra $60.
So, do it now. If you don't have it or if you need it renewed,
like last week,
do it. Just go ahead and get it done. Actually, if you go to the link that we have on our website, it takes you directly to all the questions you may have and how to get one. Question number 4. Do I need to be vaccinated? Dun, dun, dun!
The answer is no, you don't need to be vaccinated. The resort does not require vaccination. Once you do get to the resort, they will schedule a rapid COVID test that you will take 24 hours before your flight. So if you're flying out...
Flight leaving Mexico.
Yeah, back to the States. So you don't need a test to go to Mexico, just a negative test to go back to the States. So if you're leaving on Sunday, then you'll take the rapid test sometime Saturday. You'll schedule that once you check in. If you stay 3 nights, then it is covered in your stay, and if not, then it is $17 per person.
Alright, so let's recap. You don't need to be vaccinated. The only thing you need is a negative COVID test to get back into the United States. You don't need nothing going there. You don't need to have a vaccination, but they are requiring you to have a negative COVID test, and if you're staying 3 nights, you get a free COVID test from the resort. And if you're staying less than 3 nights, you can still get it. It's just going to cost you.
And I will say that the resort does, they will wear masks the entire time, all the workers. They have a lot of sanitizing stations.
They're taking all the precautions and regulations that you would expect a venue to have.
And if for some reason you did have a positive COVID test, you can stay at the resort until you're done with your quarantine.
Question number 5. How do I book my stay?
So if you go to our wedding website, under our travel and accommodations tab, it has a link that will take you right to the website. So make sure that you are booking at Pueblo Bonito Pacifica, and once you choose your room, you have different options: ocean view, not ocean view, etc. You'll put in our code Bethea22, and that'll drop the price down to what our rate is. I think a non-ocean view is $350, and then an ocean view is $384. So that changes the price per person per night a little bit.
And putting in those codes and looking at their prices sometimes can be tricky. It took us a few times to really figure out when the discount is applied. So make sure you use our link and make sure you put in our code, and use the website too. We have all the prices listed on the website, so make sure that when you're checking out, the price match what we have posted, because if it's more, then that means you may have missed a step somewhere.
And feel free to reach out to us too if you have questions or you think something's not right. When you do book, you only have to pay for one night, and then when you get to the resort, that's when you'll pay for the rest of your stay.
And unfortunately, you can't prepay. We wanted to try to go ahead and prepay the entire trip. Unfortunately, they will not take payment for the whole trip. They will only take your first night stay until you check in. Then they'll take the whole thing. So if you got to be disciplined and you got to save. Unfortunately, there's no payment plans or anything like that. Question number 6. What should I wear to the wedding? Nothing.
Swimming suit. No, our attire is formal beachwear. So if you Google search formal beachwear, it should come up. A lot of people are thinking about doing like linen slacks, button-down shirt, tie. You can do tie, not do tie, jacket, not a jacket. Oh, I will say that our colors are purple and gold. So this is actually the color of our our purple. It's great. Feel free to also be barefoot. The ceremony is on the beach. Make sure and bring some sunglasses if you want a sun hat, all that stuff.
And the reception is on concrete, so if you want to bring some dancing shoes or sandals for afterwards, just keep in mind that ceremony is on the beach. You can be barefoot, and then shoes on the concrete is probably recommended. And females, if you can't decide on a color to wear, just choose white. Just pick a pretty white dress. It'll be all right. Question number 7. How do we RSVP?
So by now you should have gotten one of our invitations. If you haven't, please reach out to us. But on the back there's a QR code, so if you just scan this with your phone, it will take you straight to the RSVP, sounds funny, tab on our website, and you can RSVP there. If not, you can just go to our website and RSVP there.
Question 8. Can I bring kids? The answer is no. But you can bring kids. The only problem is if you bring kids, you'll have to stay at one of the sister resorts, because Pueblo Bonito Pacifica is adults only, so you can bring kids. It's just you gotta stay somewhere else. But remember, just like Shaylee said, you can shuttle back and forth, so
We're asking that this is a time for adults to be able to get away, get some vacation time, and be kid-free.
Alright. Number 9, I think. Do we need Mexican currency? The answer is no. Everywhere on the resort will accept American currency, or typically most people are going to be using their card anyway. So what little bit you have to pay for it, I'm talking about like souvenirs at the gift shop or something, because remember, this is an all-inclusive, so you really won't need money. Now, off the resort, you may need some Mexican currency. Some places take both US and pesos, which is the Mexican currency. So if you're taking a cab or something, or going off-site to a restaurant, you may or may not. It's going to take you doing some research. I'm sure you can ask the concierge or someone at the resort. If you feel the need to have Mexican currency, you can do it at your local bank. As long as you do it, like I think a couple days or weeks in advance. You can do it at the airport. Also, there's a helpful video on our website in the FAQs talking all about currency exchange and the rates and all that. Pregunta número 10.
Question number 10.
What days will the bride and groom be staying at the venue?
That's us. We will be arriving Wednesday, May 25th, and we will be leaving June 2nd. So...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You added some days. You didn't want to tell me about the days you added.
So we don't know if we're going to be staying at Pueblo the whole time after the wedding.
We shall see. Question number 11. Can I bring a guest?
Absolutely.
This is a... Okay. I guess the answer is yes then. Due to the limited number of guests provided with our wedding package, we are requesting that all attendees donate $90 to assist us with the ceremony and reception cost. Pueblo Bonita has already informed us that any guest over our package will cost us $90. As of now, we're anticipating to have about 30 additional guests to our package. Doing the math, that's $2,700. So we're hoping that, you know, if for all of our guests, we can count on you guys to just help us out a little bit with that. You know, it'll go a long way, and it'll make the bride and groom very happy. Thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
But yes, so to answer the other question, yes, you can bring a guest, but you know, again, we are hoping that all guests will donate $90 to help us out.
Also, if you are bringing a guest, just reach out to us because we'll have to add a guest to your RSVP.
Right. So please let us know as soon as possible.
Yes.
Question number 12. How do I donate my $90? That's easy. We'll take it any way you can give it to us. But the easiest ways and most convenient ways is to Zelle, because Zelle goes, you know, straight to our account. Or if you have Cash App or Venmo, or, you know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares cash anymore.
No.
All right, cool. So Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, just hit us up for all the details. They're on our website as well.
And we would love it before we all leave for Mexico.
Before they write us that $3,000 bill and say, hey, for your extra people. And finally, question number 13. What if I need to cancel my reservation?
There's actually no problem with this. As long as you do it, you have up to 21 days before your check-in day to get a full refund of your money. If you do it anywhere from the day that you're supposed to check in until 20 days before that, all you have to do is pay that initial night that you've already paid. So that's the only money that you'll lose. But otherwise, you can get a full refund.
So make sure you cancel before May to ensure that you get your full refund. Alright guys, we hope this video was informational, helped you out with all your questions. If we missed something, feel free to reach out to us. You know we always got your back. We're always here for you. Thank you so much for joining us on such a, you know, wonderful, anticipated event.
We've only been waiting for what?
8 years?
8 years? Almost 4 engaged? Less than 150 days.